No idea if you're going to see this, and kind of hoping you don't, as I'm about to embarrass myself. You are a fine-looking man. And I've been crushing on you for ages. And even though I'm very sorry about your breakup, it is easier to fantasize about a man who doesn't have a girlfriend lurking in the corner.
I'll sign your tits.
Get that at the start of the podcast, Josh.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Josh.
And welcome back to the Breaking Beard podcast. We're so prepared, are we, this week, that Josh, my esteemed co-host, is about to tuck in some porridge midway, well, not even midway, like beginning way through the podcast. How you been, old boy?
All right, mate. I missed you. We were supposed to record on Friday, and then you dropped us like it was hot. Been busy, lad.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really that wasn't really my fault. It's because you got to bed at like 7 p.m. So admittedly, I was a little late in the day, but I was asking like what time. If I recall, I was asking what time we're going to get started, because I did momentarily forget, and then I couldn't do a certain time. But then you didn't confirm what time we could do, so I'm just like, right, it's going over next week. Yeah, sorry, George, you're gonna have to beep that one. But I'll try and keep it to a minimum.
You're looking a bit lacking of energy this morning, mate. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I got decaf instead of regular calf.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe I have to nick some of your porridge. In fact, no, I never eat that stuff, man. Is that fuel stuff?
It's just a porridge. It's just a porridge.
No, turn it around. So it's like the brand is fuel. Look, it says on the top.
It's got high in fibre. Yeah, not sponsored. A high protein of 13 grams.
Yeah, that's why I don't eat it.
What a joke, man.
It's like when you get those stickers protein, they've got like 6 grams of protein.
It's like it is 9:10. I came from the gym to pick George up because his car's broken. Straight here. So we'll talk about that in a bit. YouTube comments.
Are we getting into the comments? Yeah, we're jumping the gun, aren't we?
Let's have it.
Play the jingle.
It's time for a YouTube comment from you.
All right, first comment from Chris Bruce. Josh, stop.
I used to work with a guy called Chris Bruce. Mad as a box of frogs, he was.
Might be the same guy.
Once headbutted a guy at work, and he didn't even get the sack. Bruce,
At the bank?
Yeah, man. Bruce, if he headbutted a guy that was a knob as well, so like I always loved him for it. So Bruce, I'm sure you don't listen, but like if you are listening,
Customer or a colleague?
no, a guy that worked at the bank, he headbutted another guy that worked at the bank.
Oh, right.
But if you're watching, Brucey, I love you, man. I love you. Also, one stopped a robbery, caught live on CCTV by throwing beans at somebody.
Beans?
Yeah, he was high. Somebody was trying to rob his shop, and then this is a funny little side tangent here. So somebody tried to rob this shop in like where do you call it?
We'll be with you in a minute, Chris.
Sorry, man. Is it Little London? You know, like in Leeds. You know where the big Halifax building is?
Yeah,
big
yeah.
Lloyd's building,
Yeah.
right? That general area.
Yeah.
So there's a shop there, and some guy tried to rob it. The only other guy in the shop is this guy, Chris Bruce. I'm laughing because you would find it humorous if you knew him, right? So he's hiding in the back of the shop, presumably planning what he's going to do to try and stop this robbery. And he steps out and he's like, "Right, mate, you need to leave now. This poor bloke needs to feed his family, and you're making me really nervous. And you don't want to see me when I'm nervous." And this is what it's all captured onto. You need to Google it, man. And then, so the guy doesn't leave. Yeah. So Chris starts throwing cans of
Heinz.
And I think if I recall, I could be remembering this wrong, but I think he quite successfully stopped the robbery. I don't think the guy got anything out of him. I don't know why. Probably because if you
the
throw
hero
beans
that
at
Leeds
somebody,
deserves, eh?
I guess they probably hurt if you throw cans of beans at somebody. Anyway, what was this Chris Bruce saying?
So this Chris Bruce, might be the same Chris Bruce. Josh, stop scratching your new tattoo. 800 quid a session and you are going to cause faded spots.
Can we stop talking about this tattoo? Also,
Stop swearing.
Oh, did I just swear?
I can see George twitching in the corner.
yeah. Have a tattoo done and see how itchy it becomes. Like, you can't help but itch it. It's healed now anyway. It's all good. Not a mark missed.
Good. Next one from Matt3642. Love all these celeb diets. They always leave out the parts of, I also have a personal trainer. I also have a private chef. I also live in a lifestyle where I don't work stupid hours, where I don't have a break, so I don't have to eat a meal deal on the go. Oh, and I have a gym at home. And I have all the money to make this possible, but it will work for you as well.
Come on, though, now. Those right. I mean, that's like when people say to me, like, I don't have time to train. Like, shut the flip up, man. Make time to train.
Coming from the man with no real job or kids.
I used to wake up at 5 a.m. to train before work. So pipe down. What's the next comment?
Nice guy Mitch says, I found this podcast a little over a week ago, and since then I've watched about 1.5 years worth of content. Needless to say, I've been enjoying it a lot. Thanks
Pour
for
some
the
out
great
for
show.
Mitch. Poor bloke. What are you doing? 1.5 years worth. Jesus Christ.
That'd be about right, actually. We're 2 years into this sinking ship.
I know, like, you posted something the other day, which was like one of the, like a clip, I guess, from one of the really early ones. I'm like, shit, I look actually quite young there and fresh faced. Like, I'm not actually broken.
Full of youthful exuberance.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Comment from David McDougall. Or McDougall.
What a name.
I don't know why it's
However you say that. McDougall. No one talking about beard, taking some serious length off the beard. Nearly fell off my chair. As always, a great episode. Not missed an episode yet. Keep it up.
I'm not taking that much off, although I did the trim it. We talked about this before. I finally came to terms with the fact that this sucker is terminal, so I stopped tying it and trying to keep it growing. And just, I guess, neatened it up a little bit. Not personally, of course. I would never cut my own beard, but thanks for noticing, David.
McDougall.
Is that it?
One more from Kenneth Bynum. Adam, the less we know about you, the better for your cash cow channel. Dump this crap, take a month off and sort out your personal issues. Come back strong on Beard Meets Food. This is from a huge fan.
I don't really have any personal issues outside what I've normally had for the last 5 years. And I don't really treat the channel, like the main channel, like a cash cow, I don't think. I mean, if people watch this and it stops them watching the other channel, so be it, you know? Like, I'm not going to change who I am. And come back strong. The last 2 videos have been like 1 and 2 of 10. So, like, I'm cool, man. But thank you.
What was the most recent one that went up? That pizza one?
Yeah, I changed the title on. You know, it's funny what it shows you what a title change does to, like, very rare. I can only recall one time ever before I've actually changed the title of a video. But I knew that was like such a good. There's a really famous pizza challenge, a place called Benny's Pizzeria, which is a huge chain. There's like 40 locations, and they give you like 280. If you're not a professional, they give you $280 if you win. So I knew that would be like compelling, and people always ask me to do it like multiple times a week. So when that went up, it was like 6 of 10 after like an hour, and I wouldn't even normally check that. And I thought that's kind of weak for what it is, because I thought the video was quite good. And so I just changed the title to put like the fact that you win $280 at the start of the title.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it became like, it went up to 2 of 10.
Wow.
Which is odd. But I think there was a lot of like, there was a weird kind of backlash on there, because in the video, the guy that the store manager says, 45,000 people have tried it, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's BS, man! Like, I don't believe it." Why? And like claiming that I'm lying. I'm like, I'm just relaying what the guy is saying to me, and I'm like, there was loads of people like, the math ain't mathing. I'm like, the maths are mathing, because they've got like 40 locations. They've been open like 12 years.
Yeah,
it's like an attempt. It works out like an attempt every 3 days, which is highly reasonable. I'm not about to say the guy's lying, am I? You know what I mean? Like, I take people for their word most of the time, you know. So, but I don't know. Like, I just thought it was mad, because the guy's like, 45,000 people have tried. I'm like, man, that's a lot.
And how many had completed it?
Like 7.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot, was it?
Nah, 7, which is understandable, because like you only get like, it's like 28 inches, 28 minutes, $280 is supposed to, so 28. Yeah. So I don't know why. But if you're, and a lot of people got mad as well, because I was like, I don't know what a professional is. They're like, bro, stop playing dumb. You know what a professional is. So I was like, no, what I'm getting at is the fact that I'm not paid to eat, am I? Nobody pays me to eat.
Yeah.
I'm paid on the basis of ad revenue from videos which are supposed to be entertaining. So I just don't understand like when people put like in their bio professional eater, I'm like, oh my god. Because like I don't get it. Like, unless you're Joey Chestnut, he's literally a professional eater, because he gets by on the prize money that he earns from eating. Right? That's a professional eater to me. But anyway, I wasn't knocking them. Like, it's their, they get to set the rules. But
it was a good video, mate. That was one of the few that I've watched recently. And
the audio, the commentary and the audio was like too. Sorry, man. It was.
What do you mean?
It was quiet. I don't know. I must have mastered it wrong, and it got past my stringent quality checks.
I didn't notice that. I thought it was funny though when you stood up to go get a drink, and I could still hear you clear as day, and I realised you had that little laugh thing on. I was like, that's weird. Oh, sorry, George. It's like he's walked to the back of the room to go get a bottle of pop. But yeah, man. Good video, man.
The manager there, I was very supportive as well. Like, he brought me some like dips over and stuff, and it was nice that he wanted me to win. Because as well as that, there's people like, oh, you go in there, you pretend like you don't know. Like, they didn't know I was coming. I had not told them I was coming. I just turned up and said, "Can I do it?" You know, which I always think makes it kind of fun, because they'll be like, it's a bit more organic. But yeah, it was a cool video. But yeah, thanks, man. In response to the comment, no to like all your recommendations. But
Was that an answer to a comment?
It would have been rambling, but I need to just shut the flip up and let you do some talking.
How long are we going for, George, already?
10 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
We could carry over these notes to the second one we're going to have to do this week at this rate.
Maybe.
Yes, we were late this morning coming in because George's pussy patrol, the magnet had broken. You know,
You like to say the P word? I
don't know.
Is that not going to get us demonetised? No?
I think you might be okay.
a real life pussy magnet. The magnet has broken in the car, so
Magnet.
yeah, you know, the pussy magnet.
Oh, right. I thought you actually meant like that was the real thing that's on the car.
George, what's happened, lad?
No, so I broke down on Thursday night.
He breaks down all the
Yeah, I
time.
know what that feels like. I was about to say. Shower. Oh, I just swore again.
I know, please stop. Yeah, broke down on the motorway Thursday night.
Oh, motorway as well. Dangerous.
I've only had the car for 3 months, so it's not ideal. This is actually, I've counted it up now, the 4th time in I think 6 or 7 years of driving that I've broken down. I feel like that's a
bad luck,
silly
that.
amount.
I feel like you're the common denominator there. Like I haven't broken down that much.
We've seen you crash your car a few times.
Yeah,
Not this one. This is a nice
Maybe you
one.
want to take those Pass Plus things, you know, where they teach you how to drive better. I don't know. You survived?
What happened?
Well, I'm here, so yeah,
What time did you break down at?
like 11:30 at night. So then I got on the phone. I had like 10% battery on my phone as well, no charger in the car.
Class.
It's called breakdown cover, and they said, "Oh, it could be up to 4 hours." I was like, "What?"
Didn't you give Joshy G a call?
No.
No? He was. He'd have been like 4 hours into his like sleep at that point.
Yeah. No, so I just had to sit on the roadside and wait, and then got towed away. I got home about 2:30,
Yeah.
and then not great. So the car's in the garage at the minute. I couldn't get it in to a garage all weekend because it's Easter weekend. Everywhere's shut, so I had to wait till yesterday, Tuesday, to get it in.
How much was the car at the point of purchase?
The car, I don't really want to say on a podcast.
No, you can. It's like,
How much?
like 10 grand, wasn't it?
Around about, yeah.
You know what you should do? Buy a more expensive car.
What did he comment in chat? So George messages in the chat saying we've broken
Do you know
down.
what you should do? Give me a bonus.
Me? I'm not your gaffer.
Give me a bonus.
Yeah, this doesn't make any money yet.
No.
But like
The Gordon Ramsay video
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
one day, baby.
Yeah.
Speaking of my sleeping, actually,
Yeah.
here's a weird one. So I normally am up like before my alarm every day. Apart from today, I was like
I was waiting outside the office for you.
Danielle had to wake me up because my alarm was going off. And I had the weirdest dream. You might have to cut this out, George. But,
Now it's on.
no, it's a
good start.
So like, I've got a lot going on. We're trying to move. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, as well as trying to move. I'm going to try and move house and move the studio in a very limited amount of time. And I was supposed to have my haircut yesterday, but I was so knacked that I was like, I can't be bothered trying to get that in today. So I moved it to today. This is for the makes sense for the story. So I was asleep, and it must have been early hours this morning where I'm having a dream about getting my hair cut. So if somebody can break this down for me, like what this actually means. I'm having my hair cut, but the guy that cuts my hair just stops cutting my hair like midway through, and somebody else comes in and starts cutting my hair, and I'm like, this is weird. So the changes for another guy who like I don't know, and he's like talking to me about fighting and stuff. But I don't even recognize the guy, but he's talking to me like we've spoke about fighting, like previously in the past.
You're asking us to analyse the dream?
Yeah, well,
I think
just
that's
like-
just you being, because you're such a nice fella, being a little bit nervous about cancelling on your barber and rearranging.
So then another guy, so this swaps again to another guy.
Oh, we're still in the dream?
yeah,
Sorry,
still in the
I thought the dream was done.
No. So
Go
then
on.
it changes to a different guy. I don't recognise this guy, and I'm like, this is weird, and my haircut's a bit messed up. The last person that walks in is a little person,
Okay.
and I'm like,
Him.
no, like a,
Had to use a step stool?
like Wee Man from Jackass. And then that's when Danielle woke me up, and I'm going, what the f*** dream?
Bizarre, that
That
one.
like,
Yeah.
can anybody like tell me what that means?
Apparently, haircut dreams are usually related to loss, whether it's related to your job, your love life, your friends, or your family members. If your haircut dream was positive, however, it could mean that you're starting to remove the negative aspects of your life, allowing new positive energy to grow and prosper.
I don't know if we're positive or negative. It just got
in the
weird.
middle.
But I don't even know if my haircut finished. I got woken up.
I reckon you're watching like Jackass highlights before you went to sleep, and that's why a wee man turned up or whatever. Good one though.
But yeah, and back on to George. This is a right mess, this podcast, like usual. George's got 9 points on his license. Can you believe that?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
What, your insurance premium's like $5,000 a year?
Yeah, not great.
How have you got 9 points?
And it's all from variable speed limits on motorways. So you know when it crawls down to like 50.
What, you just ignore it?
And no, you're just driving and it's sort of gradually slowing down. You might be going like 60, like down to 50, and it's just like on the way down.
Nah, come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
mate.
not buying that, 'cause you can see it from
the
miles
only
away.
way to get knocked by those is you check if there's a yellow box. If
Yeah.
there's no yellow box, you don't get clocked.
I know, but I get in a car and then I'm at the destination and then I forget how I got there. I just switch off.
Doesn't really bode well. It's like unconscious for the whole time. Yeah, I think we just established that you are a terrible driver, George. But you have my sympathies.
So you got 3 speeding tickets through variable speed cameras.
Yeah, all through that.
How, is it like one more in your band?
Yeah, one more is
Yeah,
You're toast, buddy.
yeah. But I've been very, very, very careful.
Good. Well, then the points have had the.
So how long is it before they come off? It's like 2 or 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think I've got.
Oh, yeah, for an American
I
audience,
think
like
I've got about a year on my oldest one.
yeah, for the American audience, you get 3 points for every fine that you get, and if you get 12 points, they take your license off you.
Yeah.
So you're
For
going to become a
6
bus
months.
wanker at some point. After we move the studio as far away as possible from your house.
This week is like a little warning, a
Yeah.
little taster of like what that would be like, and it would not be good.
Yeah,
This for 6
You'd
months.
have to go to court and be
Carrying the
like,
drum kit
Your
on the
Honour,
bus.
I need my car to do my gigs and to do my job. That's what Paul Smith had to do. Paul
can-
Smith
you
had to go
can-
to like London court because he had that many points on his license.
You can
don't think
appeal though, can't you? Like,
Yeah, you can. You can go in and speak to a judge and be like,
Yeah.
listen, mate, I need my car.
What? What? When the judge goes like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I'd be
he'll
like,
go, yeah, I know.
tough shit, mate. Shouldn't have been speeding.
No, like you can go in and you can fight your case.
I think as well, if you caught for speeding and you're not like speeding like a maniac, I think they'd be maybe a bit more lenient. Like if you were going like 100 and you got done. Oh, that's not swearing.
You're swearing as well. Luckily, like we've had a good feedback because on the Patreon we've done like an uncensored version now, so like we can give it all guns blazing for that. I just have to behave on YouTube. Go on, what were you saying?
Yeah, so like I think they'd probably be a bit more lenient if you're not speeding like a maniac. Like if you're going like
You said 100 is not like a maniac.
no, that is like a maniac.
Oh, all right, okay, all right.
But if you were like in a 70 and going 78 or 77, so I think can't you do 10% or something like that?
What are you talking about? Just go the speed limit, man.
If Lando Beard over here
I know, but I'm
drives
sure
his nice car
Lando,
at 33 mile an hour.
I just set off like in good time to get wherever I'm at. Never in that much of a rush, you know? Like, it served me well over, I don't know, I've been driving 20 years.
Got here in good time this morning.
Yeah, you were efficient today.
I got a Facebook memory this morning. I noticed one. I never normally see it 'cause I never really go on there, like, you know, my personal page. It was like a picture from 14 years ago. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see this.
It's like you can only really see half my head. So I kind of cropped it to so like the other person's in the picture is missing, looking like wearing a beanie there.
That's some luck, is that, you know? Isn't it?
You look like you're in like an emo punky band.
Well, yes, it would have been the look at the time.
It's weird seeing your chin, actually.
Yeah, but I do have one. That's like,
you sure?
If there's confirmation,
Oh, it's there,
if there's confirmation you needed one, that's a 5 o'clock shadow. That man.
I
How
chimed
powerful is
in
that?
with
That was back in a bar called Bourbons. Anyone know what that is now? It's that one that's near the Civic, back the Millennium Square. It's probably like a Flares or some nonsense now. Oh man, it used to be a good bar that back in the day. Yeah, man.
What you been up to this weekend then? Bank holiday, long weekend? You been up to much?
Sod all, mate. I went to my sister's for Easter dinner because we still, I think, pretend like we're in some way religious.
Oh, I saw you trying to squat with her on your back.
Yeah, did she? I think she might have missed out the correctly performed 8 reps before that, and then I said I could do it. Somebody was filming it. I don't know who was filming it, but I said I was like, I could do this all day, and then she decided when I got to the bottom of the next squat to like lean back, so I fell over. Thought I was gonna blow my knee out.
Yeah,
but,
I thought that's what was gonna happen in video.
Sorry, I'm quite supple. So, but yeah, she thought I couldn't like squat off for like 1 rep, and I'm like,
It'd be so funny if you like squatting her and Noah just comes and whacks you in bollocks. Wow.
he did that earlier in the day, punched me in the balls, but not while I was doing that, fortunately.
So you had a good weekend with the family lamb then?
Yeah, ate some my mum's gone offy pie. It was banoffee pie, but she's terrible at baking. So,
Was it nice?
It was actually. It wasn't as bad as I thought. But it wasn't. It should have been sweeter, and it wasn't. It was just kind of like banana and not enough toffee. But far be it for me to criticise her.
Do you know why they call it banoffee pie?
Bananas and toffee.
It's not actually. Google this, George. It's because it was made by the guys that made it. It was called like Dave Bain and Tom Offey or something. I swear to God, it's not banana and toffee.
That's
George, Google it.
That's just horseshit, man.
No, it just says.
Say who invented banoffee pie.
Okay.
Google that. I'm telling you, this is
somebody's. Do you hear that on April 1st?
Nigel Mackenzie and Ian Dowding. I think you've heard.
I don't know who told you that. But
well, my weekend consisted of trying to sell things on Facebook Marketplace for the first time in my life.
trying to sell my things on.
We're trying to sell Adam's thing. It's like they're going to be going free soon. I thought that'll pay for a van to move the stuff across, but fuck me, water.
It was funny. Can we overlay the little pictures?
Have you got the
story?
pictures, George?
Yeah.
What did I put? So like, what was the?
So you put on your story, selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace is the absolute pits, man. What a bunch of see you next Tuesdays. Mainly full of scammers and folk thinking you can deliver sofas like your DFS madness.
But
I put a screenshot in it.
That would have been funny if you just told me what because the story was like somebody chatting to you.
Someone put, "Do you deliver to York?" You put, "Do I look like DFS?"
And then the next one is, "What are the measurements?" And they're literally including the pictures.
I've got it here. They put, "Is this sofa for sale?" "Hello, Andy." "Yes, it is." But I'm trying to find measurements. Are you able to give me the length, as we've been looking for this in a 2-seater? It's got a limited space for it. You put all measurements are on the listing, including pictures, mate. It's just you with like the measuring tape.
Even like I preempted it, like those exact questions, and all you do is answer these stupid questions. Is it available? Will you take 50 pence and a bag of pork scratchings? Can I send my nan's grandma's dog to come pick it up because I'm on an oil rig in Nigeria? Can I send you a PayPal? I'm like, no. Like it's honestly been the worst. I was chatting to some guy, right? So at my mum and dad's house, I've still got my like furniture there. Like I've got like a chest of drawers and a wardrobe, and we never took it to our house. So it's just there. Mum and dad are thinking of moving. So I'm like, I'll sell it. So I chatted for 3 days. This guy, right?
Stop swearing.
And he's like, I'll come get it on Monday. So we had this back and forth about him coming to get it on Monday. I'm like, yeah, come at this time, sound. He's like, what are the measurements? So again, I sent you the pictures. I'm like, the measurements. Sorry, George, you have to do some beeping here, mate.
You've got like 18 to do, I think.
And he says like, yeah, I'll come. So the day before, he then goes, have you dismantled it yet? And I'm like, no. He's like, will you dismantle it before I come? I'm like, no. Like I'll dismantle it when you're here, because if you don't come, I'm not having to dismantle. Like the wardrobe is still in use. What's the condition? I'm like, it's brand spanking, mate. It's a wardrobe that we've built, put clothes in. Like, how can you overuse a wardrobe? And sure enough, he never came. So he's like, I'm like, these people, man. Honestly, it's somebody.
It's all right, mate. So do you want to cuddle?
I can't believe it. I can't believe how bad it is. It's the worst. Everyone's trying to like scam you with PayPal links. I'll send you money on PayPal. No, cash on collection.
Send you gift cards.
Honestly, I'm sure many people have had this experience. Not you, but
I would never. I just couldn't be bothered. I'd just torch it or something. You know what I mean? Like use it as kindling.
But it's like so. A couple of bits of your stuff that we took from your old studio. So I'm like, well, let's just flog it because.
Should we do it? Let's do a rate my takeaway. I'll start signing shit.
Do an auction
for charity.
Do an auction. Charity auction.
Maybe. I think that sofa's.
It's sick. That sofa.
It's a stylish sofa. It's not to everyone's taste. It's a bit garish.
Some
but
like it.
Should we take a picture and then overlay it?
We can't, man. It needs to be gone this week. So it's like it's not. If I could, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's do something with podcast.
I don't mean like sell. I mean just to show people how garish.
Oh yeah, we'll overlay the picture of the sofa, mate. It's like it's like a patchwork, multicolored patchwork sofa from your old studio.
Yeah.
And again, like, what's the condition? I'm like, brand new. It was on a set that nobody sat on. Like,
it's got a bit of dust on it because nobody used it. But that's pretty much it.
So yeah, like that's been my weekend, pretty much summed up right there. It's been absolutely awful.
Josh Blewett had a bit of a car incident as well, didn't he?
Oh, did you see that?
Bad.
Yeah,
Porridge Blewett.
Why do we talk about this on the podcast? Nobody knows who this mother flipper is.
People will get to know him though.
So Josh Blewett,
we'll have him on
we had him on the Patreon, we had him on like a Patreon podcast when we were out in Germany. We're gonna have to get him on the podcast, I think. 'Cause he's so funny. But he bought a house last year and he's been renovating it since. So he's been paying his mortgage payments since July last year. It's now April, and he's still not finished it. But he sent a video of a picture of his old man who must have been dropping off some white paint, and somebody had slammed on in front of him, and so he had to brake really hard. The rest is history, you know. Like the paint lid came off, covered the inside of his car in white paint. How do you even clean that up, man?
I don't know. I just bought a new car. I think at that point, that's one of those things where I'm like, oh no, like it's got to. I try and get. We buy any car or whatever, just start again. But yeah, it was a bit of a mess. I think.
Did he get it cleaned up?
I don't know. I'll have to check in with him.
I don't even know how you clean.
How do you clean that up?
Like Mike said, you have to probably take it to a car detailer and be like.
I said to Tom, like, how he must have not put the lid on correct, because if you tried to get like industrial paint pots, like it's hard, you have to get like a screwdriver on them.
It'd have been half used,
half
something like
used.
that. Man. It's not, I don't think it's that hard to comprehend. It just like breaks, went everywhere. Rest is history.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sorry to interrupt this episode. I want to take a few seconds just to tell you about our Patreon. If you can support us on Patreon, we have got early access to every episode, like this one, and future guest episodes that are coming up. We've got some big names in the pipeline. You get exclusive behind-the-scenes clips from like when Adam's traveling around the world, or we're just chatting shit in the studio. Each episode we record a Patreon-only section, which is a little bit less PG than the actual full episodes. You guys can interact with us and help us steer this sinking ship and tell us what you want to hear on this podcast. You can get all this for less than the price of a pint, and it saves us from having to flog some ball shavers. So if you can, support us on Patreon. Back to the episode. What else has been going on? Oh, P. Diddy is P. Diddled. Allegedly.
It was funny that because you know that video you were talking about where I ate the pizza.
Yeah.
I said something like, in the commentary like, oh, they probably want to make sure the pros aren't diddling them.
Yeah, they do.
But like, that's just like conning them in England, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think everyone in America, that just means, sexually assaulting people, which of course is not what I meant. But I'm like, why the heck is he even famous? He got like any song that you could think top of your head, which is actually just his song. I know he's a producer, right? But tell me a song that like Puff Daddy was on, or P. Diddy, or P. Diddley, or P. Diddley.
That one went,
He did
whatever.
that Bad Boys one.
And then when
Yeah, that.
Biggie Smalls got killed, he did that other song.
Yeah, but like that's not his song. Missing You.
Yeah.
That's not his song for like about 7 different reasons. First of all, it's a police song. Second of all, like he's only part of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know why he's famous. I'm like, anyway, but yeah, he's been allegedly touching kids, or actually touching kids. Or,
Yeah, I think allegedly he's done all sorts of bad stuff. I think he's like an Epstein. It sounds like he's had a bit of an Epstein's Island thing going on. House has got cameras in and has been like allegedly blackmailing people with sexual videos, and apparently his parties are notorious for being wrong-uns. And
yeah. Make sure that never go to a P. Diddy party then, if he throws any more.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's going to throw many more. But then, like, everyone's now like, oh, they're going to come after Jay-Z. They're going to come after all these people in America.
Jay-Z, why has he been doing them as well?
Well, apparently, if you've been at the party, it's a bit like Epstein's Island. If you've been on the island,
Nah, you don't. I think that was always like, well, the Epstein Island's a little different. But like, I think if you've been if you were invited to like one of P. Diddy's parties, you could go and be like, oh, this is a bit shit, and then leave. And it doesn't mean that you're like guilty of anything.
I'd be fucked me, because like, if somebody said to me, oh, like, come to a party, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'll turn up. And then that's it. You're immediately like, banged it right.
Yes, yeah.
You'd be all right because you'd be gone by 8 o'clock.
I'd do it. When George did his gig this weekend, which I said I'd take some pictures of, I will do a gig. But when I saw his Instagram, I was like, we start playing at 10 p.m. I'm like, you think I'm gonna be awake at 10 p.m.?
He's just gone, isn't he? Like, you could say anything after 7 p.m. You're not going to reply from
I do just put my phone on Do Not Disturb on, and
Mine's always on
check
Do Not
out.
Disturb, but I'll still like check it periodically.
I can't be arsed, mate. And to be fair, most nights I'm asleep by 9 o'clock. Like, that's that, mate.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Is Tilly like a good sleeper now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably just catching up on all the years of sleep you've lost.
Yeah, and she just like she'll get up as soon as the birds start tweeting, man. That's it. Like, you're up. So that's the thing, going on nights out and that. If you're staying at home afterwards, there's no rest for the wicked. If you're out till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you're up at 6. That's it.
I love how like 1 o'clock because that's like late. If you're out, turn up the town till 1 o'clock.
I'm old, mate. I'm older.
How old are you now?
I'm a family. 31. So
Yeah, I'd stopped it by that
When's
point.
your birthday, Adam?
July.
I feel like you've been the same age for like 3 years now.
July, mate. It's coming up. It's coming up.
39.
39. Yeah.
We're gonna do something for your 40th.
I don't know. Hope I don't make it.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Yeah, if I'm here,
He's
maybe.
joking. He's joking.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
If I don't know, but mate of mine wants, because we're a bunch. I'm still friends with loads of my friends from school, so we're all turning 40 basically in pretty much the same year.
Yeah.
And mate of mine's like, let's all go to Vegas, but Adam, I need you to like bankroll everyone that can't afford it, and I'm like, so everyone then.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You sat in Vegas by yourself.
That's probably not a good
with Nurse Ricky.
I'd be like, yeah, Heart Attack Grill, is Nurse Ricky in today? Oh, she is? Great, I'll see you at like 10 o'clock when you open.
How long are we going for, George?
30 minutes.
Have we got? Should we do a whatever those things are that we do now?
The big fact hunt.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we can use that because didn't Jack's Happy Hour have done something?
Yeah, nicked it.
Quite. I don't know if they nicked it, but the people are going to think that we've nicked it because that's a bigger podcast.
The big, massive that fact hunt.
Oh, they added the word massive.
They added the word massive.
Oh, right, okay.
We can't compare to their podcast. Unfortunately, they've got a bigger audience than us.
About 400 times bigger.
Okay, who wants the first question?
Who did it last week?
I feel like I always go first, but I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, Josh. How many of Henry VIII's wives were called Catherine?
God, I went to see a musical, you know. I went to Alhambra. They were like, every year the family's like, oh, we should go watch a musical. And I think it was called 8, and it was about Henry VIII's wives.
Right.
Why does that need a musical? Like, come on, man.
It was proper shit, mate. It
Sounds
was so
diabolical.
bad. Just Google it, Josh. Just do Henry VIII's wives musical. It was the worst, because it was just constant singing of just shit about these women that were all Henry VIII's wives.
Did they rap any of them, or were they all
Yeah,
songs?
they were a rapper.
There was a rap?
Yeah, they were dressed in like diamantes and oh, it was awful. Is it called 8?
No, 6.
6,
I
right.
thought it was the good one, your mad
6.
dreams then.
No, yeah. Yeah. It were awful. But I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3. There's like Catherine of Aragon, Catherine of Polygon, Catherine of
Polygon. Answer the flipping question.
I'm going to just guess 3. There were loads of them called it. Just don't ask me how they died, because I fell asleep.
Okay. 'Tis 3.
Hooray!
Can you name them all, Adam? Or either of you?
Catherine of Aragon, Catherine Parr, and Catherine Zeta-Jones. I don't know. I have no idea. On the third one.
I will Google it if I had the time.
Some people know.
Next one. Okay, Adam. Who wrote the book Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, The Magical Car?
Jesus Christ, man. The book.
The book.
I don't fucking know, man. why am I not? He's on Kids Trivial Pursuit. I'm on like fucking master level.
You're old, man. You're 39 this
just get
year.
Danny in and just get my arms broken already. You know what I mean? Like it's a foregone conclusion. I don't know. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I quite literally have no idea. I don't know.
I'm wondering if I should give you a clue.
Since when were clues an option?
I don't know.
It's just
I'm just wrong.
Just want to help him.
No, I'm interested to know that. I cannot wait. Tell me the answer.
Okay. It was Ian Fleming. Do you know who that is, Josh?
I know what Ian
is
Fleming
that
is.
author who wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Ian Fleming wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable to
Apparently
me.
so.
You know the best thing about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Which is also the worst thing about it. Dick Van Dyke's accent in the film. He's trying to do the Cockney chimney sweep.
I used to be
Anyways.
absolutely horrified by the child catcher in that.
I've got a nose like the child catcher. You know, like kind of long pointy nose.
That Dick Van
and
Dyke.
hair, like him, and he wears a hat.
You know remember when the Russians took over that Snapchat filter and you can make you look old? Remember? That was the conspiracy theory. When it made me look old, I look like Dick Van Dyke. Do you remember the picture? I'll try to dig it out.
Dick Van Dyke's got like a massive chin though. My favourite Dick Van Dyke role is when he was in Scrubs. He played that old doctor that wouldn't like change, so he kept doing all these old dangerous procedures.
Yeah.
Townsley, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Scrubs was such a good show. I love Dr. Cox. You reckon we could get John C. McGinley on the show?
No.
Is that a little too... I mean, but he's not really doing much these days.
I think we're aiming a bit high there, mate.
You reckon? But we're not asking for like the main character. It's just Dr. Cox. He plays Dr. Cox in everything apart from The Rock, where he plays like a soldier. Anyway, sorry, what?
We've been talking about getting Notorious Bob. on the
Oh yeah, he
podcast
sent me a
as well.
message. Is he coming this month? Yeah.
Yeah, end of the month.
Yeah, he sent me a DM. He slid in me like out of nowhere, midnight. This is when the DM came in on my Instagram.
Wonder if it could be the time difference.
I got your boy 100k. I got your boy from 100k subscribers to 3.8 million, and now he's in serious stagnation. I'll get him up to 4 million. Least I can do for my son from England. Tell him, don't worry, Papa Bob is coming to town. I'm like the eating Santa Claus, come early.
Yeah, I can't wait for Bob to get. I told him I'd make as much time available as I could at the end of April when he gets here. Yeah, it's just like help him out and whatnot. They've got a rental car and whatnot, so I don't need to drive him. I don't think, but
He'll be the first guest in the new studio as well. That'll be pretty exciting.
he'll have some mad stories about. Just ask him all about like. Don't ask him about YouTube because it's boring. Ask him about like all the mad stories about eating back in the day when I had to eat for the Eat for
You're
the-
going to be there. You can help. You can help ask these questions.
I know, but like, you're more the interviewer type. But I'll just sit there and laugh. But yeah, you had to sing for your supper back then, man. Massive prize money, but you had to win.
How tall is it? Is he like a Randy-sized character?
Nah, he's just shade taller than me, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Maybe maybe a little smaller than you, I think.
find
I
out.
normally sat down next to him.
I've got in the notes here, Jen's date at Five Guys. What is this? What are you on about? Can we talk about this?
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Yeah, one of her. I thought this was a little creepy. She sent me a picture of. She had gone to Five Guys with some bloke she was on a date with, and he ordered the world famous
The beard shake.
beard shake. I mean, I can't really. I can't copyright it. I'm sure other people have ordered it, but yeah, peanut butter Oreo and bacon. He ordered that. I thought a little creepy. That, you know.
Did he do it knowing that was your choice
Well,
of shake? Oh,
Seems a little coincidental if he didn't do that.
And did not let on that he knew who you were?
No, Jen, he had said he knew who I was
Okay, right,
at
yeah.
some point. That this is not the first time they've been on a date, but I just thought that's a bit odd, that, isn't it? It'd be like going on a date with like
Is this the
Puff Daddy, for example, and playing like Missing You in the car. Like you just wouldn't do it, would you? It's like just I don't know. I thought it was just a bit odd, but
Is this a regular then now? Is this like has she sort of settled down a little bit?
I don't know, mate. You have to ask her. I'm not. I'm really like.
Shall I ring her? Okay.
thought you were the gatekeeper.
I've got to stop saying that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like there's a section now. We need to do a jingle from my sister's dating life.
Jen's
I
vagina.
guess, you know how many people message me saying, like, is your sister single? Like, why are you messaging me, man? Like, what do you think I'm going to say? Yeah, give me your number. I'll set you up here. I'm like,
Oh, I just wait till somebody sends you a video and you're...
I never open videos.
Yes, I wouldn't as well if I were you.
Never, ever.
But so we don't know if she's settled down a bit then.
No, she hasn't settled down. Don't talk nonsense. She was out, she was drunk last night.
Really?
Yeah, man, she's always drinking.
That's
I
cool,
told you,
man.
man, she's like my dad was an alcoholic. No, he wasn't an alcoholic, but kind of was. She's just like my dad. She's always boozing, man.
Fair enough.
In other news, there's a mural appeared of Adam.
Yeah, maybe we should. That's a good title for the. If you love your Beatty titles. Somebody made a mural of me or something. I don't know. Probably most people on YouTube don't know what a mural is. But yeah, somebody, some very talented graffiti artist paid me the great honour of spraying my face
That's
on...
wild, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to drive down there actually after this if I got
Where
time.
is it?
But it's... I don't want to say where it is just in case... when's this going out?
This will be going out Sunday. Friday on Patreon, Sunday on the main channel.
It's in Peterborough, apparently. I only know that because the guy told me. Naturally, he didn't mention it in the post because then somebody would just go down and draw a dick on it. Drawing a dick on it would be fine, but like if somebody like because
That'd be
funny.
shit, that, wouldn't it? If
Yeah,
somebody
but
goes and
if
defaces it.
I think I don't think it's about deface. I think more because it's a graffiti tunnel, so somebody might be like, right, okay, I'm gonna go paint over it and do my thing.
Ah, right.
And I thought it might be a neat way to start a video. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
walking through his tunnel. Like, oh, look at that. You know, and it's like, how often does something like that happen?
Yeah, you should definitely go film that intro. Is that why you
but
brought your camera back?
No, that's just got it's not got my camera in it. Well, it's got a camera in it, not like the camera I use. That's just got my lappy in there. But 2.5 hours drive. If I'm going to go down there, I need to make it not to just see a mural of myself. So yeah, I don't know. What I'll figure something out. I was supposed to be doing stuff today, but I'm not. So Yeah, what were we saying?
Is it legal to do graffiti like that?
That is a legal graffiti tunnel. Apparently some city councils,
Yeah.
in the interest of encouraging the art of it,
Yeah.
allow certain tunnels, normally shit ones out of town that nobody really uses, to be used for graffiti, which I did not know. But yeah,
Did you see the new Banksy that appeared as well?
No, does anyone know what that is yet?
Well, they're saying, photograph emerges of Banksy, and it's like, how are you supposed to know for sure?
What is the new Banksy?
It's like so there's a tree that's got no sort of leaves, nothing on it, basically. It's a bare tree, and he's painted on the wall behind it, sort of like all the greenery, and there's like a girl stood underneath it, but it's like...
They are really cool, I think.
It's a cool concept.
There's certainly an element of philosophy to it. Always,
Until someone chops down the tree, and then it'll make no sense.
Yeah, but they're pretty cool, man. It's no Bob Ross, but
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
we got an original Bob Ross out there, haven't we?
How does this guy...
Did you sort your Surfshark out then? Did you get your Bob Ross?
No, funny. The weirdest part about that is about 3 days later, after I said you can't get Bob Ross on YouTube, they must have Sky Arts or whoever has the rights to them on the TV must have. The contract must have expired because it's all back on YouTube now.
Is it?
So I don't need no stinking Surfshark.
Who knew Sky were listening to the podcast?
Yeah. Just back to Banksy, does this guy make any money? How do you, what's the... If nobody knows who you are,
No, you make money from it.
So just
But, which is mad because you can always buy copies, can't you? Bootlegs of the... I don't know if that's the right word, but of the paintings on Etsy and stuff like that. So it's kind of sad that his art's ripped off. He earns no money from it. Most artists don't really do it for the money, though, do they?
No, it's just for the love of the art.
Yeah, certainly when you're talking about painters and stuff. His things are quite minimalist as well. I don't want to be... I'm sure a lot of planning goes into it and whatnot, but I don't know how long they can actually take to paint, say, compared to that graffiti mural, man.
Yeah, I think you have to be pretty sharp. I think the idea is that you're in and out as well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how long that graffiti took.
It was 3 of them did it, apparently.
Right.
Three cats did it.
I filmed a guy doing it down in... he did the Josh Warrington one in Leeds, under the flyover thing. And then he was the same guy that did the Calvin Phillips one, down by the...
Yeah, come on, man.
What?
Who apart from Jimmy Savile, who else is famous and from Leeds? Mel B. There's me and Mel B got to be on this list, man. Come on.
Kaiser Chiefs from Leeds, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're shit.
I know.
But come on, man. It's got to be Mel B. She gets one,
Yeah.
and then I've got to be somewhere after.
wonder what's
Malcolm McDowell, has he had one? The guy from Clockwork Orange.
I wonder what's got to happen to get one of Adam done.
Well, I'll pay handsomely. In my city of Leeds, that'd be nice. Not that I don't want to just see pictures of myself everywhere. I'm just saying it'd be
Is that Calvin Phillips one still up there? Because you'd fit on that wall quite pretty nice. I mean, he plays for Man City now, so
West Ham.
He's having
shows how much I know.
He's having a bad time of it though, isn't he? Poor Calv.
Apparently so. Apparently Leeds want to buy him back.
Euros is coming up in it. We're watching a bit of foosball, bit of England versus.
That's
who did they play?
Brazil.
I don't think I want Brazil.
Who did we play the second match? I can't remember.
Belgium.
It were proper crap though.
So
boring.
You shouldn't be, if you're trying to get into football, you shouldn't be watching international friendlies, mate. It's like the pits, man, the bins. They're the worst type of football match to ever watch.
Why did they put it on telly then?
That's why it's on terrestrial TV.
And they lost as well. Against Josh gave me this speech about how good the team we've got, and then they lost. We're going to do it this year. We're going to win the World Cup. And I'm
because it's
for God's sake.
That's what they say every year. Every 4 years.
You're going to get a T-shirt. You get one of new shirts.
a T-shirt.
A shirt, a footy shirt. I don't know.
Have you seen all this about the flag on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the beef? What's the beef with the flag?
I don't know.
It's multicoloured and not a red
I don't know if
cross.
it's a to do with pride or something
Pride
like that,
thing?
but
A bunch of
bunch
of people got really mad about the stylistic inclusion of it.
who cares?
Is it for pride or is it just multicoloured?
No, mate, you'd have to Google it, which
They've just
probably
changed.
should have done before.
They've got the pattern of the flag where it's sort of like the red cross, but instead of red, it's like purple and pink or something like that, and people are outraged by it.
Outraged this year, outraged.
I don't think they are really, to be honest. No one I know is outraged.
People love
by
an excuse to get mad about stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Shades of red, blue, purple, and What a shit segment of the podcast.
I know,
Cut that out,
it's really
George.
entertaining.
Have we got what else to do? We do big facts and then.
You've been invited on an MMA podcast. Have you not?
Yeah, what is this about? I'm going to turn up and be like, what's an arm bar again?
I got a DM from. I've been followed by like all big promotions, and one of them being MMA. Well, Cage Warriors followed me, and then MMA On Point followed me, which is a big outlet. I think they've got like 12 million subscribers or something.
You put Alan Partridge meme in, where he's like,
But then the DM me saying, "Do you and Adam want to come on the podcast?" And
is this a big podcast or no?
Yeah, it's a big podcast.
How big? How big are we talking?
Let's have a look.
I suppose they're all big compared to us being the minnow of a podcast that we are. In the stream, they're probably like a barracuda or a otter or something. I don't know.
They've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Pretty big then.
And the average views are quite heavy, I would say. Let's have a look. Hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
But I said,
How are you not begging to go up? I thought you'd be booking his flights, booking his first
I
train tickets.
messaged him back saying, well, where do you record? And also, you couldn't have picked 2 more underqualified people to come on your podcast.
You're qualified.
Yeah, but I'm in, like, who am I?
Admittedly, yeah, you are an open.
You're a
like, who am
watcher
I?
of MMA, I suppose.
At least you're like half famous.
Well, yeah,
on
but
YouTube.
I mean, well, look, maybe part of the podcast is they want to. They're trying to appeal to people that are newbies to it. Like, 'cause I'm interested by MMA. It's just that I don't know shit about it, you know. So like, maybe that's it. I don't know, but like, I imagine you want to do it. So if you want to do it, mate, I'm at your disposal.
Well,
a bit like when we did the Tom Aspinall thing, which I didn't really want to do. A bit like when we did the James Smith thing that I didn't really want to do. I just take instructions from you now, man. You're the boss. You're the jefe. So
I'm not, mate. But I don't think we'll do that one because...
You should, and bring Danny Mitchell, like you said.
Yeah, I said the only way that this would work in our chat was if we take Danny Mitchell with us for a bit of credibility.
You should.
But we'll see. We'll see
Do
we'll see what comes of that. I think... I think we'll come unstuck pretty quick. I spent a year watching Octagon, so I don't even know what's going on in the
it'd be
UFC.
all right for me because like you're supposed to know about it. So like I'd be on there like I don't know shit. Like who? John Jones. I don't know. Who isn't he retired or something? Like, what does he do?
Who's Tom Aspinall? He's been on your podcast, mate.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Rice pudding's nice, isn't it?
that guy that turned up an hour late. Yeah, that dude. Oh yeah, he couldn't eat worth of shit.
Oh, yeah, I
I
love
remember
rice
him now.
pudding,
Yeah.
I love rice pudding.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Nice and
So I get away with it because of that. But like, yeah, you're supposed to
Yeah.
know. You've presented at MMA shows. That's probably your qualification. That's how
On
they
Channel
introduce
4.
you. They'd be like, yeah, Josh Gudgeon presents this show that nobody watched on Channel 4. they sold 6,000 seats in a 40,000 seat stadium.
There goes any opportunity of me going.
Look at them again.
I won't be working with them again, will I? What else is on the list, George?
Adam, have you got any more strange requests or DMs?
I feel like you're leading me.
You sent a few in the chat recently, but
You're leading me somewhere there. Could you give me a reminder, or am I supposed to do
The
it?
nudes. We did nudes last week.
no,
didn't
not
we?
those ones.
No nudes.
You just had a few sort of odd messages and comments, have you not?
Probably. You're gonna have to remind. Do you have the message there? It'll be quicker if you just tell me what it is.
I can find them for
Thank-
you.
thank
They
Christ.
were in the chat.
Oh, they were.
I'll have a
Quite,
look.
I get many of them. Many nice and heartworming
Have
comments.
any more like invites to do...
Invoices, yeah, plenty from you. What invites to do what?
Good reminder, actually. I need to send you an invites. Invites to do anything with like any other YouTuber, celebrity people.
Got asked to go on this podcast, which I think films in California, and I'm like, okay, but I live in England, which might be a problem. And they just replied saying, okay, thanks for telling us. Like, I don't know. Isn't it kind of common knowledge that
I would say
I
so.
spend a lot of time over there, I suppose, or like certainly overseas.
What was the podcast?
It was Rich Roll.
He's a cool guy, him.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I said, I mean,
I've read a couple of his books.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a vegan.
Is he?
Yeah. He famously turned his life around. He was like obese.
Yeah.
He was a swimmer when he was younger.
Yeah. A swimmer.
A swimmer, a really accomplished swimmer. Then sort of had a family, got fat, got out of shape. Then decided, right, I need to turn this around. So he turned to veganism as well.
Didn't start swimming again, though. Just
Started swimming.
Went vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, he did start
And then he
swimming
started doing like triathlons, Ironmans,
Yeah.
ultras. And now he's got this podcast with the Rich Roll podcast. And he's had some really big names on, actually.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw
Casey
it.
Knights, that's been on there. He's had some big dudes.
Yeah, man.
Rogan.
I wasn't dismissive or anything. I was a bit like it. I mean, I live in Britain, but
Yeah.
thinking they might be like, Yeah, man. Like, well,
That's a substantial podcast. You think they'd be like, it's cool, man, we'll fly you out, you know?
well, I thought maybe they would just say like, well, next time you're in America,
Right, yeah.
next time you're over here, but they didn't. So maybe thought better of it, which I will not take any personal offence to because I'm not that interesting. No, I got invited to do a Comic Con. I've never been to a Comic Con, but to be like a sit at one of those tables at
Signing stuff.
Funny thing is, in Ontario in June, which I was actually going to fly in there, but I was just like, nah, man, I can't like. It was just going to come out to a Comic Con to see me, you know.
I reckon a lot of people would actually.
He said that, but I was just like, nah, I feel just.
Is that where they
weird.
like charge for autographs and photos and stuff like
Well,
that?
if they did, then I definitely wouldn't be going. But like, no, I don't think
I think if you're just there, you can go like queue up and
And you
like,
don't have
it's
to
almost
pay
like a
for
meet
it.
and greet. I would suspect. I wouldn't have thought that. Well, I suppose they would monetize it, but I wouldn't have thought they would have done. You'd think that was part of the ticket, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you're going to queue for 3 hours to meet this twonk, then you deserve at least a BMF on a napkin.
EMF with a smiley face. I'll sign your tits.
Get that at the start of the podcast, Josh. Timestamp that.
No context reel. I found some of these strange DMs, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Obviously, I'm not going to name them, but
name them, man. I don't give a shit.
no. No idea if you're going to see this, and kind of hoping you don't, as I'm about to embarrass myself. You are a fine-looking man.
I remember that one.
And I've been crushing on you for ages. And even though I'm very sorry about your breakup, it is easier to fantasize about a man who doesn't have a girlfriend lurking in the corner. You should let me know if you ever make it to Spain. I'd very happily be your tour guide, although I can't guarantee that you'll be touring restaurants.
I remember that now. I remember the last part of it being like, oof, that's a little cringy. Like something from a Jackie Collins novel. Yeah, thanks, mate. I don't think I'm ever going to go to Spain, honestly. I've been too much, not to eat anything, but thanks, I guess.
And you had another message saying, donate to kids.
Yeah, that was it. Just donate to kids. No, like affiliated charity or anything. Just donate to kids. Just gonna go around like I think that'd get me in a lot of trouble actually. Because what if I like start giving money to kids at random on the street?
Yeah.
I'll be in the P Diddy category then.
Yeah.
And then
Fucking B Diddler over there.
there's a random comment on, I think it was one of our reels. I reckon Adam has a fair few admirers that will drop into his DMs now he's single. I'd be one of them if I had the confidence. Hee hee.
Is it Michael Jackson?
Have you seen that where someone changes pronouns on his Instagram page to hee hee? But Adam is fire. However, I'm likely to that as I'm pretty much sure I'd never meet him. So I'll just, and then drool emoji, over your videos, etc. Maybe you could make a calendar, Adam. Now that would be awesome. Love what you do, dude. Don't ever change. Your content is amazing. It always
thank you.
makes my Sunday evenings the best of the week.
I'm laughing. It's not out of gratitude. It's just I find compliments I find compliments or anything like that quite intensely awkward. Yeah, it's been. I said that like instead of doing a flipping stupid song again at Christmas, maybe I just do a sexy calendar. What do you reckon?
Baggy not taking those pictures.
Baggsy, you're in the pictures. It's a Breaking Bread podcast calendar.
What?
So all three of us naked in various
Showing off
different.
the gains.
I need to get shredded then. Winter shred. Yeah, maybe we'll put that in the maybe
I'm
plan.
gonna get on that test.
Yeah. And then one last
Holding
strange DM.
a cheeseburger in front of your balls. A different food.
A slider. It's like a little slider there.
An aubergine. What do you think a reasonable time to eat this plate of onion rings is?
But it's not spelled. It's spelled union rings, isn't it?
Union rings.
Union rings. Is that what they call them in like America? Yeah, but there's no picture.
Asking the tough questions.
I like a plate of onion rings. Like, how many onion rings are on the plate? Like, there's no picture of the plate. And like, what do you mean a reasonable amount of time? Like, I don't know.
I thought he meant like a reasonable time of the day to eat onion rings.
All right. I was thinking like the speed at which you would eat the onion rings.
We should do it like we should create a segment, get a new jingle going for Adam's DMs, and we'll just like we'll just see what wild and wonderful things come in every week.
Dodgy DMs. That's
Dodgy
like a bit
DMs.
of alliteration.
There you go, dodgy DMs. Right, should we look at getting this to a close and jumping over to Patreon?
Do you want to finish on a fest pit first and then jump over?
Yeah, let's do that.
We're still doing these. Didn't this get ditched a few weeks ago?
I think we've picked
brought it back
for the main video. We pick like the ones that are a little bit more appealing to a wider audience, and then we do the really bad ones on Patreon.
There's only a few sort of. Well, there's ones that you guys have picked out that I've used.
You get plural. I don't think I've been involved, have I?
You have.
Oh my God! This must be a good one.
First. This is the first.
All right, should we go for it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Answer it. That's the rule. That's the rule. Get it answered.
Is it someone you know, though?
Answer it.
Right.
Oh, he was. He was.
It bailed. They bailed on it.
He was tactically
Hello,
too slow answering it.
are you the owner of the property?
Yeah. Have you got a shit sofa for sale?
What's the measurements?
Right, go on, do the first bit.
On holiday in Spain with my husband, we got a bit daring and went on a nudist beach for the first time. I lay back and everything was fine until I heard a man say my name. I opened my eyes and there was Mike from accounts standing next to me with his naked wife.
Yeah, it's believable at least.
That is believable.
But I suppose what difference does it make? A bunch of new
We almost went to a nude sauna in Germany.
Yeah. I would like.
You should have just
I
gone
would,
for it.
He was trying to,
bottled
like,
it. He
I didn't
bottled it.
bottle it. You
He
were trying to
bottled
chicken me into it. I would have done it. I'd have been there. I'd have turned up naked. Like I was.
Josh blew it like, I ain't doing this. I'm like, nah, come on, it'd be proper funny for the podcast.
I was game to do it, man. I've got nothing to hide.
Next trip we'll do naked saunas. But yeah, would you go to nudist beach?
I wouldn't particularly want it. Like, I don't see a bunch of like melty. Most people are like just. It's usually full of old people. Nothing wrong with that, but like I don't particularly want to see it. So
A leathery dick.
but I wouldn't.
Dick.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't be like scared. I've been to a nudist beach actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More power to him, man.
Nude yourself.
Yeah, but I was like really young, so I don't actually know why my parents took me. Probably didn't know it was a nudist
That is
beach.
odd.
But my parents weren't nude though.
That is a bit odd,
Yeah?
actually.
Oh my!
I think it was like
now.
no, it was in like Fuerteventura, like years and years and years ago, and I think it was next to like a regular beach, if I recall. And like, so we didn't spend time there, but we actually went to the beach and could see naked people. I think I was just naked because I'm young. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Like,
I think those days have gone now. Though I don't think kids are supposed to be naked.
I was
on
going to
beaches
say,
anymore.
yeah.
It was like
it.
we could discuss the legalities of it off air. I don't know. But
Did Jenna see the part of the podcast the other week where you were talking about your old man smashing your mum on holiday and you walked in?
yeah, she watches all the podcasts, so she would have seen it. Yeah.
Brutal that.
Yeah,
Has your
man.
mum seen it? Does your mum know that happened?
No.
Okay.
I could just go tell her if you want, but like I think
Could you film it?
she'd be mortified.
If you hold your phone
Call her
like
now.
this, Mum, do you remember
What
when
I say, Mum, hey, like just so you know, like there was one time
we were in Greece? I walked in.
it was in Worcester actually.
Oh, what? You weren't even abroad?
No, I was telling you, we're a family,
Like a travel lodge.
distant family wedding in Worcester. It wasn't a travel lodge, no. Yeah, with adjoining rooms.
Anyway,
Get in.
let's finish on this last one. This is the one you sent in, Adam. I
I thought I sent the first one in. I didn't send the nudist beach one in.
Oh, this one might have been Josh. I can't remember. I let my girlfriend peg me to piss off our Christian
Oh,
neighbours.
This for you.
I
And
sent both
I
of
think
them.
I sent the nudist one in.
Nah, I sent the new. Oh well, I'd seen it already.
Do we just become best friends? Yep.
Sorry, go on, man. Yeah.
Touch my drums there.
I did send this one.
My girlfriend and I have had a great sexual relationship. I usually am always the dominant one, but things have changed a bit since the arrival of our new neighbours. This Christian couple moved in next to our apartment, and they're the absolute worst. Day one of moving in, they actually had the nerve to preach to me. The following week, I was approached by the husband who told me my TV was too loud and the show I was watching offended him deeply. That's when I got fed up and devised a plan. I was going to have very loud, rough sex with my girlfriend on the other side of their wall. I really wanted to put an end to him even feeling comfortable enough to talk to me. So I thought hearing me get in the ass through his living room wall would end it. So that's what I did, making sure he heard every disgusting detail as my girlfriend railed into me with a strap-on we purchased at our local sex shop. Since then, the man can't even look me in the eye. Mission accomplished.
How did that make it through to the main show? Have you managed to
I was thinking the
Brilliant,
exact
that.
same thing, and also the other thing, aren't there easier ways? Like if that were me, I'd be like, "Fuck off." But like, I mean, or maybe his TV was too loud. I don't know. Like, but anyway, that seems like an elaborate way to just say, "Hey," you know, to fulfill like I've always wanted to get pegged.
Yeah,
but, like,
I think it was an excuse to
You'd
get
you'd pretend. Oh yeah, shag my ass. Not actually getting pegged.
That's good on no context.
And as soon as I said it, I was like, no.
Last time you put something like that on the no context reel, like Danielle didn't talk to him for a week.
Yeah, she got a bit offended. Because you know, we were about this.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I implied that it was that noise was coming from his bedroom. And I think she took that to mean that, like, he was.
She took a bit of offence to that. Like,
come on, man. Come on, Daniel. You think this cat can, like, have you heard this person's small talk? I'm amazed that he managed to pull you. Like, it's unbelievable to me that, like, if you leave him, he's done, man.
right, we're done.
Yeah.
Right, let's get over to Patreon. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening and watching and supporting us again. Yeah, catch you on the next one.
That was atrocious.